Freddy, Amigo. Ja, och det var så gripande. Jag blev lite rörd när jag ser det där fortfarande.
Jag med.
Och du med.
Ja.
Och alla blev det. Men du grät och grät. Och ingen förstod egentligen varför du grät. För du hade inte berättat om ditt livs stora tragedi. Vad var det som hade hänt med det där?
Ja, den där, som ni ser, att det var efter min... Du har en sån här tjocktarmcancer. Så gick igenom hela året där och så kom det Talang. Och så min dotter anmälde mig sånt. Och så gick jag på det där. Och så tänkte jag, nu måste jag ta min sista.
Du trodde att det här var din sista framträdande?
Ja.
Att du skulle dö av din tarmcancer?
Ja, visst.
Vi kan väl säga att det här är en av de vanligaste cancerformerna. Och det var också tarmcancerdagen här i tisdags.
Ja, vi var där.
Och du finns också med i en väldigt fin bok som är en sån stark text om dig och din familj och din sjukdom.
Ja,
Tid för liv heter den. Och det var ju också så att du hade inte berättat för din familj ordentligt. Inte alla i familjen visste om att du led utav
För det första, jag ville inte
cancer.
veta för sig varför jag hamnade i en sån här situation. För jag ville vinna hela talangproven.
Inte för att någon skulle tycka synd om dig.
Något sånt var det. Och sen, jag ville inte heller att mina barn skulle få någon chock hemma. Min äldsta dotter visste om det och Sofie visste om det, min sambo. Men de där små hemma, det var för känsligt. Jag ville veta först sanningen om det var min sista föreställning. Eller om jag skulle vara...
För du kände verkligen att det här kunde vara den sista gången som du stod på scenen?
Ja, det är därför jag gick ner på knäna och tackade Jesus för allt han gjorde för mig. Och tack för jag liksom avslutade mitt liv där uppe på scenen. Där jag drömmer om det. Det var mitt dröm i uppfyllelse. Nu kan jag dö i...
Då kände du att nu hade du uppfyllt din dröm. Men nu fortsätter vi med denna mycket gripande historia som ni kunde se i Talang 2010. När Freddy Amigo trodde att det var hans sista föreställning. Han led utav cancer som han inte hade berättat för nästan några människor. Men nu står han här i min studio och ska framföra Ave Maria. Härligt. Ave Maria med Freddy Amigo. Amigo ackompanjerad av Adam Dahlström. Kom upp hit, Freddy, och sätt dig med dina döttrar här som sitter här. Kan vi säga att Freddy Amigo kommer alldeles snart här i april med en skiva som heter Songs from my soul.
Song from my soul.
Ja, och nu har vi dina två döttrar här.
Mina två vackra
Ja,
skapelser.
Sofie och Michela. Och Sofie, du visste det här ganska tidigt, att pappa var så dålig och så sjuk av cancer.
Mm. Ja, i alla fall av alla hans 3 barn så var jag den som fick veta.
Hur reagerar du som anhörig?
Alltså jag blev ju chockad. Man tror ju inte att det ska hända så nära inpå.
Nej.
Det första jag tänkte nej, det kan inte vara så. För att han jobbar inom vården själv. Han jobbar med såna här patienter. Då kan man ju inte ta bort någon som gör något gott för någon annan. Det var det första jag tänkte. Jag tänkte nej, det stämmer inte. Men jag har varit nog mest chockad och rädd.
Var du med i publiken när han sjöng?
Ja, det var jag.
Förstod du varför han grät?
Ja, du tänkte på audition, den första. Nej, jag var inte med.
Nej, men jag tänkte det här vi såg nu när alla var så...
Precis, det var första
det var den du menade.
audition. Nej, jag var inte med.
Michela, du var den som anmälde pappa.
Ja, det var jag.
Och du tyckte han skulle vara med?
Ja, jag tyckte att han förtjänade det.
Ja.
Jag tänker.
Ja, och det gjorde han ju verkligen. Du var med där.
Jo, jag var med.
Ja. Men du kände inte till att pappa var sjuk?
Nej, det gjorde inte jag.
Nej. Det såg ju ut som att han var så rörd också för att publiken var så nästan i extas där de stod upp.
Det var det jag trodde också.
Det trodde du också.
Ja.
Hur reagerade du när du fick reda på att pappa var sjuk?
Inte så värst mycket, för han hade ju överlevt det. Då hade ju ingen anledning att reagera så chockad.
Det hade gått så pass bra då när du fick reda på det. Och det har det ju också gjort. Men som anhörig blir man ju lite grann maktlös i det här. För man kan inte göra så mycket mer än att bara finnas där.
Ja, det är verkligen så. Man känner sig maktlös. Det jag kände mest av, det var att den hade alltså även pappa hade sjukdomen, så det påverkade hela familjen. Absolut. Och även om som barn, om man inte berättar för dem, så känner de ju att någonting inte stämmer. Oavsett. De är ju, ska inte underskatta att de är.
Men Freddy, du hade en tydlig bild av att du ville inte med dina yngre barn att oroa dem, utan du ville gå igenom din behandling.
I onödan, ja.
Och nu sitter du här och du har sjungit och du ska ut på turné och skivan kommer. Det är fantastiskt.
I april och maj. Mellan april och maj, vi håller på. Jag förföljer och bor nästan i en studio i min älskade stad Västerås.
Ja, i Västerås ska vi också säga, för det är därifrån du kommer.
Ja, och så jag håller på att spela in för fullt.
Du, jag får bara önska dig så mycket lycka till er allihopa. Och jag har väldigt spännande gäster med mig imorgon i champagnelunchen också. De ser ut så här. Och var med i
soul, I'll be there. Never leaving you in the darkness, even when you're out of focus. I will be the light in your life, you'll see it clear.
Make the change, rearrange, and life seems strange. But you gotta
This
keep your
month,
aim,
Something
stay focused
New
on
is where we have one of our founders who interviews another. Now, last month, if you were with us, we had the most amazing man, of course, Joe Foster. You've seen him earlier on, the founder of Reebok. Can't get much bigger brand than that. And this evening, we have Eduardo in conversation with Joe Foster, and we've called this Eduardo's lounge. Hopefully Eduardo is there. Are you there, Eduardo?
Yes, I'm here.
Eduardo, fantastic to see you, my friend. Loving all your podcasts. Yeah, big round of applause. Eduardo has an amazing podcast series around the world. One of our founders, and I have to say that he's always looking after us here at One Golden Nugget. So, Eduardo, you have... we're slightly later than I thought, but you know what? We've got 15 minutes. I think we've got 15. You've got some things planned. So can I hand you over? Ladies and gentlemen, it's Eduardo X, and of course, with Joe Foster, founder of Reebok.
Thank you. I just want to say thank you, Steve Foster and Maxwell. This was amazing. Again, amazing, I would say. Mr. Joe Foster, the co-founder of Reebok, shares the same name as his grandfather, the founder of G.V. Foster and Sons, and pioneer of spiked running shoes. Joe is also the author of Shoemaker, the untold story of the British family firm that became a global brand, and also founding member of our amazing network, One Golden Nugget. Welcome to Eduardo's Lounge. How was your week, and what are you up to right at the moment?
Well, right at the moment, I'm obviously here talking to you, which is great. The week, fine, apart from I've got a bit of a hip problem. I've been overtraining. And that's a bit sore at the moment. But apart from that, yes, a nice week. Every week is a nice week. And a good day today, yes, we had a podcast with Dubai, and that was a good meeting. Really good.
What was the most difficult moment in your career, and how did you handle it? And what did you learn from that experience?
I mean, I enjoyed business, and I enjoyed Reebok. We were in love with Reebok, and certainly that was my life. Now, when you say what was the most difficult time, there were many. We had a lot of difficult times. But when you're together, Jeff and myself, we looked at difficult decisions as where can we get an advantage? You know, we lost our initial name, Mercury, and we had to find another one. And we found a better name. We found Reebok. We had a letter from Adidas after being 4 years in the business. And Adidas thought that our silhouette of two stripes and a T-bar infringed the 3 stripes. We were delighted. All of a sudden, the biggest sports brand in the world had recognized us. Okay, they didn't like what we were doing, but that was brilliant. We had made our mark. So we changed our silhouette. And the thing is that there were so many problems. A distributor, I had a distributor for the UK, so I could look at the rest of the world, and they went out of business, owing a lot of money. And that was a big problem. But we just get the shoes back. Let's sell the shoes a different way. So really, these downsides are problems. And every problem really is a lesson. And not only do you learn from that, you learn how to turn that problem into an advantage. So you have to leap out of it. What was the biggest one? Possibly when we just got to America. I had just got the agreement on the one that was to really make Reebok really big. And my brother, unfortunately, he contracted cancer and he died. So I had lost my partner. There was good for that and there was bad for that. Because we were 50-50, all of a sudden I was 100%. And so my decision then counted. I didn't have to. Jeff was no problem. But we had wives and we had 4 people, always a discussion. Why are you doing this? Why are you going to America? Yeah, these were things that are difficult to sort of work with when you have a family. All of a sudden, that was gone because Jeff had died. The tragedy. I just wish he was here again today. But that tragedy helped in many ways take the company because I made decisions. And fortunately, they worked. But there were risks. There were gambles. The family didn't like gambling. The family didn't like that risk. But that freed me to do it. And we ended up with Reebok. I just would love him to be here today to see where we ended. We ended as the #1 global brand. But, you know, 31 years from starting to leaving the business, you don't go through 31 years every day being a great day. Lots of days are difficult. Lots of things challenge you. But I think it's how you face that challenge and how you really sort of build from that challenge. It makes you stronger. And I think that all those many challenges, that's what you are. As an entrepreneur, as a person with vision, you have to overcome. And you have to look at them as a lesson. And that for me is really the big thing.
It resonates so much with what you just told me, because my mother passed away when I was quite young, so she never experienced to see like what the career that I did later on in life, right? And she and my grandmother, they always told me this nugget, and my grandmother told me this nugget, that when I complained about something that happened in my entrepreneur journey, because she saw when I rose in my career, right? She said that, my son, she said, the negative will always happen. What is important that you leave them aside and start to look at the positive, she said, because the next negative will come round the corner, she said.
Yes, well, you're absolutely right. And I think that's something, it's in your DNA. You have that mentally, that yes, we're bound to get some negatives. But if you're a positive person, if you're an entrepreneur, you know very well you have to overcome it. You have to, and you do, because you don't look at it as something which is defeating you. You just look at it as a challenge. And the more challenges you get, the better you are to face the next challenge. And that's how you grow. And you need, for me, a lot of luck, being there at the right time, seeing those opportunities. Don't let them pass you by. This is where the entrepreneur, the progressive person, the person who is an optimist, can see the bad times. No, we expect those, but we can get through it. And let's learn. Let's grow from it. And yeah, I mean, I just agree with you. It is unfortunate. My father died before we actually became as big as Reebok became. And my brother died before that. And that is a bit of a sadness that I know you carry, and I know I carry, that the people that meant such a lot to you didn't really see the success and where it ended. But again, that is life. That is what happens in life, and it's something we have to overcome and carry on, and just understand that if you did it, you've got an inner strength, and that's really good.
Thank you, sir. It put all together, I would say, for the life that we choose to live. That is what I call ourselves, the passionate ones, actually. Yeah. I don't use the expression entrepreneur anymore. I say like we live our passion to the fullest extent, I would say, with whatever it comes in our way.
I think so, yes. Passion, you have to have the passion, you have to have the vision, and you have to have that determination to keep on going. You just have to do it.
What is the most significant moment you're proud of in your career?
There are a number, but I think the one is to when we got into the American market, when we got our 5 stars from Runner's World, we needed that hook to get into the American market. It's a big market, and you have to get somewhere. Runner's World was the biggest influence in running throughout the whole of America. Everybody followed Runner's World. And they were rating shoes. And if you got a 5-star rating, it meant that you were into the market. So when our Aztec in 1979, we got our 5-star rating, that was the big time. That was the hook. That brought us into the market. And it wasn't luck. We worked for that. We worked hard to get that 5-star rating.